Welcome back everybody here to American Truck Simulator. We are back here again, and today we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to be doing a flatbed run here with the Freightliner Cascadia. Looking forward to this, so let's fire this thing up. And get ourselves on the road. It should be fun. We're up here in our garage in Boise, so let's get this thing ready to run, get this out and hooked up to our trailer. So we had a little bit of a fun thing there. Hopefully it worked. I have no clue. Not giving my hopes up on it. But we got our trailer over here, so we're gonna back ourselves in, and we're gonna do a quick pre-trip here. As always in the yards, we have our own trailer today, and got it in there nicely. Give it a little gas. And Kingpin is hooked up, so that's good. Get the brakes engaged. And let's get that pulled up, raise up the legs. And so we're gonna do a quick walk around, make sure everything is good here. Make sure our lights are all working here. Make sure our light blinkers work as well. Nothing too crazy here. I'm gonna turn the blinkers off because we get that lag from it. But our lights are working good here. Our Kingpin is in there, and we got our brake lights, or our parking lights working there. Legs are up, and we do have our trailer here. We have a tri-axle with the drop rear axle, so we have that up right now. We're going to drop it once we pick up our load, and we are going to raise it again once we get to our destination, just to help with maneuverability, make sure we can get around turns a little bit easier. And we got our back end here, so we're going to get the brakes on there. Just check the brakes, make sure the brakes work good, and they do. And in an ideal world, you would kick the tires, you'd be getting under here, checking the treads, checking everything. We don't do that because, well, can't really do it. But everything is good here. We've got the nice little skyline view of some city. Not sure what city it is. If you guys have an idea, let me know. I want to say possibly, doesn't look like New York, so possibly LA, but I have no clue. Again, I don't know my cities. So let's hop up into the cab, put it in gear, and we can turn our lights off, and we can get ourselves on the road. We had a nice simple 300-ish mile run to do today, so nothing too crazy. But it's nice to give us the opportunity to practice our backing up a little bit here, a little bit more. And I can kind of walk you through what I do when it comes to backing the trucks up in. That guy's gonna have to go. I was gonna wait in the center line for him to pass, but he's letting me go.
Get ready to turn right.
So we'll get ourselves out here. So it's nice having something new to do here. Taking a new load compared to last time, taking the triples. Today we are relaxing. Stop sign means you don't get to go through before me. But it should be fun.
Get ready to turn left.
And I'm going to grab my water over here because for some reason I am very parched right now. Don't know why. It just is.
Turn left.
And we are making the left turn out of here as I try to cap my water bottle. When I was driving professionally, I usually always try to not use tip back waters, I call them. The anything that you have to like tilt the glass back, blocks your viewpoint. I always went with a straw just because it made it much easier. So I always have my straw mug with me. And we'll just go through this. And as again, in an ideal world, you would actually stop, check
Get ready
both
to
ways.
turn right.
I don't necessarily have a need or desire to waste my time stopping there today,
Turn right.
because we're just in here having fun. We do this realistically, but we want to have fun as well, so well, so much you can do. We can kind of... Alright, well, they're slowing down to let us go. And we're going to take the left lane because we need to be in here. Should be a pretty fun run. Pretty fun, pretty easy run here, nothing too major. And unfortunately, we'll probably have to drive a little bit into the night, so you're going to get some nighttime backup. That's going to be fun.
Turn left.
I'm going to take the left lane here because I think that's what we need to be in.
Keep left, and then turn left.
And, yeah, okay, yeah, so the lane will go left. I kind of like how this little freeway interchange is. It's nice. Nice, simple, neat, and interesting. Any type of word you feel we should
Turn left.
implement in it. But that's the nice thing I like about having the 53 footer is that it's going to be a nice, easy run for navigating, and we'll be have fun because we'll be able to back into all of our spots, get this thing up. I don't want to get it up on cruise control. She's getting right off here.
Keep right, and then exit right.
And we'll make right, so we're on the far right lane.
Exit right.
And unfortunately, we don't have a custom engine sound in here for this truck, so we're stuck with the base SCS ones.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Today, again, we're using the kind of the same
Turn
setup.
right.
We got the wheel, the pedals. We have the equipment heavy haul or heavy equipment side panel that we're using as well. And then we just have our mouse that we're using to look around the cab. Usually I use Track IR, but I need to run to the store and pick up a
Go straight
USB
on.
extension cable. Quite frankly, I need to just completely rework my entire setup, but I digress. That's too much work to deal with right now. Right now, the system and my setup just works the way it needs to work, so I don't like to play with anything if I don't need to play with it. And it looks like we'll be making a left turn up here somewhere. Oh,
Go straight on.
doesn't feel like it should be a 50 here, but it is. And we shouldn't need to get gas today. And it's wanted to stop there. And so we shouldn't need to, but you never know. Anything's a possibility. But let me know how your day is going in the comments. I do like to respond to the comments when I see them.
Keep
My
left,
day is going
and
good.
then turn left.
And we got lots of stuff planned in
Turn left.
the works. And I cannot see that light, so we're gonna go third person there. But this game looks absolutely beautiful. There's something about the look to it. It just comes together nicely without giving us any kind of problems or issues. And yep, so light goes green, we get to go. And ooh, a little bit of a green area here.
Go straight on.
Kind of looks like I'm driving to a little subdivision here, so I gotta make sure we kind of be mindful of our speed. Actually, it does have some nice subdivision houses in here. And we're driving through here with a 53-foot trailer, so that's always fun.
Get ready to turn left.
But should be pretty fun and interesting. And what kind of a facility is this going to be?
Turn
Hopefully
left.
we get a fun back-end job. And oh, we're going to a construction site. That's interesting. First time doing this kind of a site pickup. And if I remember correctly,
We are here.
yeah, if I remember correctly, we're picking up some sort of a cargo market of a pipe. Yep, so we're taking a reservoir tank. 22,500 pounds, not too heavy, but we are going into Nevada. Some windy roads coming through Oregon into Nevada, so it should be fun. 326 miles. And it is probably about 7 hours, so we're not going to get there till roughly 9 o'clock-ish. And it looks like the pickup spot's going to be fixed at after we had a pop-up that pulled me out of here. I was going to loop around, but then I'm like, wait, I feel like that's going to be kind of an easier back-end spot. Yeah, so it's going to be right here, so should be fun and pretty easy, except we don't get to see much of where we're going. Actually, open my window so I can actually look at it. And we're just gonna go back nice and steady, nice and slow. And we should just hit it right on the money. So as soon as we see that green light, there she is, and let me do a little extra turn. There we go. Brake neutral, and before we do anything, I'm going to actually drop our rear trailer axle. That way we can put the weight right on it. And we could shut down the truck and get ourselves all loaded up. And it's now 2:30, and we got a long way to go.
Okay, here we go.
So we got that trailer dropped, or that axle dropped. We're just going to drive up and around here, and I'm going to put that window up because I don't want to listen to that construction sound. Trying to get ourselves out of here. We're not that heavy to the point where we actually need that wheel down, because we're only coming in at like 60-some thousand pounds. But we're just gonna leave it on there just to kind of help with the weight, and then we'll raise it once we get to our drop-off location so we can kind of do our tighter maneuvers if needed.
Turn left.
And we're gonna make a left turn out of here, and hopefully we can get on the road here. We can get barreling down the freeway. I doubt we're gonna shave any time off, but we are gonna get to our drop-off. It's a 6.5-hour drive, so probably 9. I'm gonna say probably more towards 10 o'clock. We probably aren't gonna get there till, but it should be fun. Getting night drive here. I rarely get to drive at night, so this is gonna definitely have a
Get ready to turn right.
little bit of interestingness to it. And we got our right turn back here.
Turn right.
And luckily we can turn right on red, so we'll roll up here. Traffic's not flowing, and well, now traffic's flowing. Oh, they're waiting for me to go. Not like I'm in the road at all, but okay. Get that thing on the road, and let's hit the road. Let me know if you guys want to see a wheel cam for this. You guys will get to see the wheels,
Keep left. And then
I
turn
call it
left.
the side panel, whatever you want to call it. The heavy equipment
Turn left.
side stick, and I'll actually run manual if you want, so you guys can actually see me float with some gears. Because floating gears is fun, especially when you don't know what you're doing 100% of the time, but I kind of know just enough that I can float the gears without grinding too many of them.
Go straight on.
Oh, I did time sync, so yeah, the time sync on. But yeah, so it should be a pretty fun day. Nothing too crazy, nothing too aggressive here. And I want to see, are we going to get the opportunity for a, nope. Actually, quite frankly, I didn't do a quick check of anything here. Car dealership. And we got the highway right here, so as soon as we get to the highway, we should be
Keep
pretty
right,
fine.
and then turn right.
And here we go.
Turn
On
right.
to 84 westbound. As we get ourselves another town inside of the gem state. So this is fun, getting ourselves going here. Like, I gotta keep the camera right here so I can see that left mirror a little bit better. But I will get Trek-R up and running one of these days. As I said, I know exactly what I need. I just need to go to Home Depot and pick up a, not Home Depot, I just need to go to Best Buy and pick up a USB extension cable. I have like 6 million of them I use in my setup, so I know exactly what I need. I just keep forgetting to go. But it'll require me to pull cables around with my all my backup hard drives. And we're gonna keep the cruise control a little bit on the higher side today. Since we're not that heavy, I think we're not that long, we should be
Keep right.
kind of
and then
fine.
Exit right.
If we run a little over the speed limit. And we're getting off here. The only thing I wish is I could figure out a way that I can keep this Jake on with, because
Get
when
ready to turn left.
when I drove professional, I just left the Jake on all the time. Like, that's just how I drove. And unfortunately, here it's like a toggle.
Turn left.
Or it's just like a toggle that as long as it's pressed, it stays on. Now, I'll take a piece of tape and I'll use tape to hold it down if I need to, but I'd prefer not to do that. So if you guys know the solution to that, let me know down in the comments.
Keep right.
Of course, another issue I have is lag, like a lag stutter whenever I run my blinkers. So I can't figure that out. I keep playing with the settings, but I'll get it to work one time and then it will just, I'll change some setting and then I'll get it to work, and then next thing you know it just stops working. So it's hard to say. So it should be a pretty fun one. My day is going good. As I said, we got a lot of stuff in planning. I don't want to say in planning. I got stuff prepped up, ready to go. I just gotta film it, get it rolling to you guys. Well, actually, ironically enough, I'm filming this the same exact time I filmed my previous American Truck Simulator video. I really did the two back to back. So you might hear me speak in weird tense. It's because that, I'm doing these things at the same exact time. And look, we're in farm country. And I'm gonna resume cruise control, but we'll set it down there like 68 should be good, I think. I was actually, what was interesting is that, what was interesting, and I'll probably mention it in probably a farm sim video again, is I was doing a run in down to Delaware, out of my hub, and I sat there, and I had to drive through farm town and whatnot, so I was I was doing that, and what was interesting is I did the route quicker than, ooh, hurry up, I want to get in front of this truck. I did the route quicker than a lot of other drivers is because I was running it in a straight truck compared to them who ran it in a semi. So they had, we got it in there. What was I saying? Yeah, so I ran it in a two-axle straight truck compared to the guys that ran it in a semi truck. So they actually, for them, they have to get to the last store, they have to loop around all the farms and the farm roads, when I actually was able to drive straight through it because they had a two-axle limit on all trucks. So I was actually able to go through those roads when they couldn't, which was kind of nice, but a horrible pain because I had less space to work with. So it took me longer to unload in stores. But it was interesting actually, being in the, wide open flat farmland. So it was pretty interesting. So I kind of liked it. And we're getting ourselves there pretty good. Nothing too crazy, nothing too aggressively major with issues running around here. And we got about 250 miles maybe, if I'm guessing. And I'll resume the cruise control there, get it up to speed. I think the next thing that SCS needs to release is snow. Maybe it's like a seasonal update in like specific regions. But that's something I wish they would finally release. We can finally do that and finally do some ice road trucking.
Turn right.
As much as we can. And ooh, 25. Get the horrible sounding Jake on there. We'll turn right at the stop sign. Oh, no stop sign, so we're just gonna roll right through here.
Turn right.
As we sit right behind Idaho State Police. And it's a 25, so of course we gotta putt. Ooh, actually it's Oregon State Police. I don't think we were in Oregon yet, but must be. But it's pretty fun and interesting. Getting to experience different things. But yeah, as I was saying, so, speaking past tense, we got a lot of stuff planned. Well, at the time of filming this, planned for you guys. They're already going to be released on that schedule here, and I got plenty of speed distance I can pass him. Okay, I got the space to get over. Ran that one a little close there. Again. And we'll watch our speed coming around this turn, because it looks like it's going to be one of those hairy ones. So yeah, definitely got a lot of stuff coming for you guys that you guys are going to enjoy. A lot of new type of content. And that cop is way out in the middle of the road there, so let's get ourselves over. Just so you're wondering, that's a loan payment. I didn't have any outbound tickets, because I absolutely make sure I get out of the road if possible for a cop. Out of the road, out of the lane. Give them the space they need. That's what I say. But yeah. A lot of new games. Gonna bring NASCAR to the channel. Nothing too when I say nothing too crazy, it's not gonna be, you know, a grind like, oh, every single day you're gonna see NASCAR content. It'll probably be maybe once a week, maybe once every other week. Nothing too major. You know, whatever main race that may be just going on at that time, we'll hop in there and we'll drive as someone. So maybe we'll drive as, like, I don't even know the current drivers. The last driver I kind of know of would be Kyle Busch, Jeff Gordon. I think Dale Earnhardt retired, but don't quote me on this because I have no clue. Again, I don't follow NASCAR, so I couldn't even tell you who's in there. Those are just the people I kind of know of. Whether or not they're still in there, I don't know. I think Jeff Gordon still is. And then I think it's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. or something like that. Not sure. But we'll definitely get in there. We'll definitely drive as someone. We'll definitely cause a major crash in some kind of race. But it should be pretty fun and interesting. So I'm looking forward to that. And if it goes good and according to plan the way that I want it to, we will probably sit there and do wheel cams for that for you guys. One of the things that I purchased it back when I was trying out when I was gonna get into live stream, was I purchased the Elgato cam link, got it all hooked up with my camera because I have a webcam. It says it can do 1080p 60 frames per second. It does not. You have to in order to, if you want good picture quality, then you end up getting like 10 frames per second. And then if you want to sit there and have, you know, horrible picture quality where you can't see anything, then you can get the 60 frames per second. So it was very horrible. So when I sat there, I was like, when I was playing with live streams, like maybe I was going to do live streaming more often. I sat there and did that. I picked the cam link up, hooked it with my camera there. Never used it. This is ironic. So I'll probably, well, as I said, so I'll be able to record the longer sessions, so it might be maybe an hour-long video, but I'll be able to get the full hour recording of it without having any problems with it. And I'm trying to see, now I'll get the thumbnail towards the end here, because it's not really anything major I can probably do here. And I usually edit my thumbnails towards, or what you call it, with the color correction. So I usually just shoot a plain photo. Play with the color grading later on down the road. And since we're in more of a straight openness, I'm going to bring the speed up just a little bit more. I'm not going to shave off too much time, but we might be able to make it a little easier on us. While we're driving here, let's see if we have any fuel information. Nope. Just trying to get an idea of how much fuel range we have left for about a little under 3/4, so definitely enough to finish this run. But the one thing I do want to bring into American Truck Simulator, and oh god, okay, we're in Nevada, but we gotta get on the brake hard, is I want to do, we're gonna bring Euro Truck Simulator here, and we're gonna do building a company in Europe, whatnot. So it's gonna be, you know, kind of similar to what we do here. We'll do runs, whatnot. But for American Truck Simulator, we're going to continue. We'll do runs with this profile, but we're also going to do a new profile where our goal is to rack up 100,000 miles on one truck, and we're going to rack it up ourselves. So you guys need to let me know in the comments, what truck do you guys want to see on that video for 100,000 miles? Okay, do you want to see the Freightliner Cascadia? Do you want to see the Western Star? Do you want to see a Kenworth or a Peterbilt? Do you want to see a Volvo? Yeah, let me know down in the comments, because when it comes time to start that one, which it will be getting started up at the time of recording this, 1.41 is an experimental beta. Once 1.41 is opened up, is fully released and Coast to Coast is completely up to date on it, we will be doing that. We'll be doing it, and the goal is to hopefully do it and complete it before the next update. That'll end up crashing Coast to Coast. That is our goal. That is our plan. Hopefully we can succeed, but I don't know. We're getting ourselves up here, trying to get our speed back up. We lost a lot of speed trying to get up that hill. And we got a cruise control set to 64, so hopefully, or not 64, 74. So I'm kind of hoping we can make up a little bit of time, but definitely nothing too crazy. We got probably about another 150 miles to go. Maybe a little less, because I think it should be right around 2,600 miles total on the odometer. So yeah, probably about 150-ish. And let's jig, because we're getting way up in the speed. Get set to 74, or resume to 74. But yeah, let me know what truck you want to see for 100,000 miles straight. It's possible. Those will be done in videos, probably live streams, but that is my ultimate goal for that. I don't want to talk right now about my current work or the current upload schedule that I'm going to attempt to maintain. All I can say is the goal is daily uploads and possibly more than one video a day. Because I thought about doing multiple channels and then releasing to that stuff. But then I'm like, I'm just gonna upload it here, because if I do multiple channels, that's for the music licensing software I use. It's $15 per channel. So if I had 3 channels, I'm showing out $45 a month. And when you don't have money coming in for YouTube, which I'm not complaining, I love doing this, I don't even care about getting paid. But I can't be putting out more than so much that it could bankrupt me. Not bankrupt me, but get to the point where I can no longer do it. So that's why we're gonna kind of do everything all under one channel, just to save ourselves the that extra money for the time being. If I'm fortunate enough to get this to grow to the point where I can actually consider doing those separate channels, then we could do it. But for the time being, it just is not possible. And I see the pop-up blip on the bottom corner there. Oh, look at that, we're already here. I sat there, I'm like, wait, I see that blip down there in the bottom right corner. There's no way we're there already. Yes, I guess it was 25, not 2,600 miles. It's getting a little dark out, so we'll get the headlights turned on.
Get ready to turn right.
And it'll be the next right. Get on the brake, on the brake, on the brake. There we go. I do love the new graphic overhaul for the game. It looks so much more realistic, especially with the lighting. I wish I could use the blinkers. As I said previously, it's enough of a lag spurt that it kind of makes it for an unenjoyable experience. So unfortunately, that's just something that I have to deal with. It's not the most realistic thing, but unfortunately, that's just you have to work within our limitation. I kind of had that issue with actually the headlights at one point, where I would have major frame drops at nighttime just for running headlights. Like I even during the daytime, I turned the headlights on, I would have frame drops, and it was uncomfortable to play with, because I try to do 4K 60 frames per second, film, edit, release, upload for you guys. And so if I sit there and I have these little tiny spurts like that constantly when I'm using turn signals or I'm using headlights, then it's no longer enjoyable for me, and that's not going to be enjoyable for you guys. And we're making a right-hand turn into here, and it looks like it's going to be some kind of a new warehouse building
Turn right.
that's being constructed. So turn right into here. And let's see, it looks like, I hope it did the, okay, so we're going to have to spin around. It's going to be straight ahead. It's going to be straight ahead, but we got to turn around, and I don't have that kind of space to turn around. We can't go, I'm trying to think this one out. There's not enough space there to turn around there. We're going to have to blind it partially, which is just what we're going to have to do. So we're going to turn our windows down. We're going to turn into here, and we're going to blind. We're going to blind turn ourselves around just so we can get ourselves in a little bit of a better position. And I'm going to raise up our rear axle so that's up for us. So what I do when I'm blinding, and personally that mirror's not the best position for me, is I do soft. I'll actually soft it. So like if I'm backing up on this side, I'll do a hard. I'll actually crank it and let it get hard, or like go almost 90 degrees. When I'm blinding it, I keep it in the mirror. So the bottom mirror, in an ideal world, is bigger. You can see everything. But in ATS, you just can't. You can make out just enough. Okay. So we're gonna watch. We can kind of soften ourselves up here a little bit. As I said, we're not doing this to back all the way down. We're doing it just so we can get ourselves over here. Theoretically, now if we were going into that position, we're good. But we gotta get 2 bays over. But we got ourselves out of that position, so then we can just back it straight up. So. Not the best one for working. Another thing I do is I just watch the tires. Believe it or not, I just watch tires. That's all I do. Some people, they'll tell you, oh, they watch the end of the trailer. I don't. I watch the tires. Tires will get you anywhere. So like I'm watching right now because we're gonna go back, and I'm ultimately going to follow that line right back. Bring it down just a little bit more, and we're going to bring it up this way as the hair. And we're going to straighten it up. And I should, if I look over, we should be in that. I can't see. Okay, we're just on that line, so we're gonna tighten and bring it over this way just a little bit more. There we go. And I'm on that stupid pole right there, so we're gonna have to go straight back. Oh, actually that pole is pretty long, so it goes down pretty far, so we're gonna have to watch. Yeah, we're good there. We'll just crank it back over once we get past these poles. Come on, a little bit more. There we go. Alright, there we go. And we'll bring the truck right in line. So, a little bit more straighter in line. There we go. Bring it forward so we're in the spot. And there we go. Got it all dropped off nicely here. Let me get out of the ground so we can get ourselves a nice simple look at this. And we got that thing dropped off nicely here. We got no problems, no issues. And that looks like a beautiful thumbnail. Actually, I'm gonna turn our hazards on there for just a minute, so I have a few options. But we're gonna put our windows up. Truck's neutral, it's in the park. And parking lights on. We're gonna shut down the engine, and we're gonna get this thing unloaded for an excellent delivery, burning 60 gallons of fuel over 300 miles. So about 5 miles per gallon, nothing too crazy. And again, we're just earning small money, but you know, we got a fortune, so we're not dealing with anything too aggressive here. But that is gonna do it. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, comment, and as always, I'll see you next video.